Diaz, number 9. Iran have left out Mohamed Moradi and also Ali Mushikari from their 12-man lineup. Iran then third in the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals in April and May. Champions here in 2013 and always an imposing presence. All 12 of the players in this Iranian squad for this tournament were doing duty in the Bahamas. These players have been together for a long time. They've got a very strong domestic tournament as well. 7 of the players in this squad play for Pars Janobi, who were recently crowned the Iranian champions for 2017. Everything's set up for success with Iran. Paraguay, though, no pushovers. As I mentioned previously on today's broadcast, second only to Brazil in terms of South America. And that's no mean feat. Free kick given against Carlos Caballo. In fact, not Carlos Caballo. Free kick was originally given, I think, for a clash between Luis Ojeda and Hassan Abdullahi. There's Marco Octavio looking on from the sidelines, the Iranian coach. The Iranian fans always help to generate a tremendous atmosphere here. Iran well and truly up for this tournament. Oh dear, yes, you can see that's very nasty indeed, isn't it? Clash of heads. I wonder he's holding his head, Hassan Abdullahi. He's very lucky to get away without any serious injury there, you would say. The same could probably be said for Luis Ojeda as well, the number 4 for Paraguay. There's Guga, Paraguay coach, looking on. So we ended up with a drop ball. There was no free kick in the end. Accidental clash of heads, but that was very nasty. Amir Akbari, tallest player on the sand at 1.98 meters. He really is a man mountain, the number 2 for Iran. On this near side, Abdullahi, thankfully restored to health. Here's Peyman Hosseini, who's named as goalkeeper of the tournament at that FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals in the Bahamas. He also actually scored as well. He won the goal of the tournament, if you can believe that. That was for a goal he scored against Mexico in the opening encounter that Iran played. Bowling the ball forward to Moslim Messigar. Messigar again. Loses possession to Caballo. Oh, nicely done by Caballo. And in the end, not able to retain possession, but giving notice of his quality. Mohamed Ahmadzadeh, the Iranian captain, was certainly talking up his team's chances coming into this tournament, the Hawaii Intercontinental Cup. He said the squad's had 3 training camps ahead of the tournament. Physical training's been excellent. We're now 100% ready. He actually said as well in an interview that he thought the team were in better condition than during the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup. Good defensive work from Moslim Messigar. Corner to Paraguay. Villaverde with the corner at the back post. Ojeda again, thankfully showing no signs of that clash of heads. Last year's tournament, Iran were the beaten finalists. Ended up winning their group, Group B, which, like this one, includes Russia. They beat the USA 6-2, Egypt 4-1, and then they beat Russia on penalties. It's always a humdinger when Iran and Russia go head-to-head here in Dubai, and that was no exception. 3-3 it finished after extra time. Russia getting a last-minute equaliser through Alexei Makarov. went to penalties. Iran were actually 3-1 up in that match. Iran, as so often in this tournament, foolproof from 9 metres out. Ali Nazim, Mohamed Ali Mokhtari and Mohamed Ahmed Zadai finding the back of the net. In the semi-final, they beat Tahiti 8-6 in what was probably the match of the tournament before they went down 6-2 to Brazil in the final. Muslim Messigar was sent off in the final period. Abdullahi with the free kick, pretty good free kick it was too. Ball bowled out by Rolando Gonzalez, who's in goal for Paraguay this evening, certainly in the first period. Oh, goodness me, that should have been 1-0 to Paraguay. Luis Ojeda, he was in prime position, couldn't hit the target. At the other end, an overhead, off target from Muslim Messigar. Paraguay arrived here on Sunday. They played one practice match on the same day. Oh, and that's over the top. Deflected though by Akbari. That'll be a corner. Paraguay's one practice match was against the UAE on the day they arrived, actually. Was that a foul from behind? The referee thought otherwise. Well done by Akbari to get the block in. And another corner conceded. Mistake by Messigar, getting his flick wrong. Paraguay are certainly here meaning business. Playing a practice match on the day they arrived from South America is certainly a tester, to say the least. No wonder they lost, but well, it will serve them in good order, I'm sure. Jet lag always an issue when sides travel from South America to here. It's only 48 hours, or just over 48 hours ago that they arrived. Bear in mind this year as well that Iran were confirmed as Asian champions when they won the AFC Beach Soccer Championship. That was the qualifier for the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals. Beat the UAE in the final there. Paraguay in the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals, losing out to the UAE in their opening match, losing 3-2, but then bouncing back superbly, beating the defending champions Portugal 5-3, and then thumping Panama 5-2, and yet topping the group. Went through to the quarter-final where they had the misfortune to play Tahiti, who ended up being the beaten finalists. They lost 6-4, certainly giving a very good account of themselves, and that was after finishing second in the regional qualifier in South America, which again was an excellent effort, just losing 7-5 in the final to Brazil. We've seen what Brazil are capable of today already, haven't we? Winning 11-3 against Egypt. Paraguay's victories ahead of that final: 4-2 against Bolivia, 7-3 against Chile, 7-1 against Uruguay, 5-2 against Argentina, topping their group. So avoiding Brazil in the semi-finals, that was quite important. Then they beat Ecuador 5-3 in the semi-final. A little bit of argy-bargy on that far side. Ali Nazim, guilty in the eyes of the referee there for that challenge on Jesus Rolon. A bit of treatment for the Paraguay number 5 as a result. So no goals as yet. That's a rarity today, given what we've had up to this point. 32 goals in total. Another look at that challenge. So it's going to be a free kick to Paraguay. Roland will take it from just inside his half. So it means players are allowed to be goal side of the ball. Roland against Hosseini, and that's drilled wide. Indication of the quality that we've got on show here in this year's Huawei Beach Soccer Intercontinental Cup. Between them, the 8 sides doing duty have made 62 appearances in Beach Soccer World Cup finals down the years. Brazil have played in all 19, no sides played in more. Portugal 16, Russia 7, Iran 7. Iran appearing in 7 of the last 8 editions, only missing out here in Dubai, ironically enough, in 2009, since their debut in 2006. Mexico 5 times, the UAE 5 times as well, Paraguay 3 times, qualifying for the last 3 editions, and Egypt, the only side that hasn't been to beach soccer's top table yet. That's over the top from Edgar Barreto. Just 62 appearances between them, these sides. Last year it was 52. The 8 sides could rack up, so like I said, it gives you an indication of the quality we've got on show here. This tournament regarded very much as second only in importance to FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup itself. Mustafa Kayani trying to get forward. Tackles flying in. No one's getting any time on the ball at all here. Gustavo Benitez trying to hack the ball forward, but a very good challenge from Bulak Bashi. Just over 3 minutes to go in the first period. Another indication of how strong this tournament is. 6 of the 8 teams taking part are in the top 10 of the world rankings. Only teams outside that top 10 are Mexico in 12th and Egypt in 20th. Brazil top, Portugal second, Iran third, Russia fourth, so the top 4 all in action. Paraguay 8th and the UAE 10th make up the 8 teams that we're seeing here over the course of these 5 days. Can't fit a piece of paper between these 2 sides at the moment. That'll be a corner. Hosseini just bundling the ball behind. Ayman Hosseini, one of the goalkeepers nominated in the Beach Soccer Stars ceremony this year as best goalkeeper for 2017, along with Mao of Brazil and Maxim Shushkov of Russia. Hosseini's down now after a challenge from Benitez. Benitez not too impressed with the decision. Hassan Abdullahi, who was alongside him, wasn't too impressed with Benitez just kicking out. Let's have another look at it from this angle. Oh, there, that last touch. I was going to say it was something and nothing, but that last touch with the right foot from Benitez, a little bit of malice there, so the referee got that one spot on. Good work from our cameraman as well to pick that one up. So a free kick to Iran. Referee ensuring that players are in line between the ball and the opposite corner flag. There's a little bit of encroachment going on, it seems to me, there, but Hosseini got the shot in. It was pushed away from goal by Gonzalez, his opposite number. Good tackle by Ahmed Zadai, the Iranian captain. It's in! At last a goal! Less than 2 minutes to go in this first period. And you could almost predict it really, couldn't you? The man who's got the goal, Ahmed Zadai. The drums are banging. Iran have hit the front. He really is Mr. Reliable when it comes to finding the back of the net. His captain's armband had come off, but he had it in his hand as he buried that ball past Gonzalez. He goes for a well-deserved sit-down. Does Mohamed Ahmedzadeh. It's his 25th goal in the history of this tournament. Leading scorer for Iran, and he breaks the deadlock. That restart's going to have to be retaken. Mohamed Ahmedzadeh, fourth in the list of all-time scorers in this tournament. 25 for him now. Dimitri Shishin, 29. Bruno Xavier, who got 2 today in Brazil's demolition of Egypt. He's up to 31, and Dejan Stankovic, the Swiss bomber, he's still there on 37. Is he going to be at the top of the hit parade at the end of the next 5 days, I wonder? He only ever played in 3 editions of this tournament, Stankovic, which makes his record even more remarkable. Free kick. Free kick conceded by Muslim Messigar. Bit to ponder there for Iran's coach, Marco Octavio. His side certainly haven't had things all their own way in this opening period. He certainly doesn't fit the stereotypical image of a goalkeeper. Just 1.72 m tall, 68 kilos. He's the lightest player in this squad, but he is Mr. Flexible. And he's got a great pair of hands. Pretty good pair of feet as well, actually. Very comfortable with the ball at his feet, and that's important as a goalkeeper in beach soccer. You can see an illustration of what I'm talking about there. Well, here's an opportunity now for Paraguay. Yes! They're all level. Ojeda, Mr. Persistent. Tackles were raining in on him, but he retained possession, retained his composure, and slotted the ball past Hosseini. Paraguay are back on level terms. Cool as you like. Riding the tackle, going round the goalkeeper and slotting the ball home with his right foot. There's the reaction from Marco Octavio. Frustration for him, but joy for Paraguay. Remember, they're without their talismanic top scorer, Pedro Moran. But they're showing plenty of spirit here. 1-1. Oh, off the line from the restart. And then just scooped over the top by Muslim Messigar. Good defending on the line by Benitez, it was. Ojeda goes back to his goalkeeper, who bowls long, finds Caballo. It's been a cagey game of chess this first period, in this last match of the day. Neither side giving each other an inch. Although, having said that, that's exactly what Iran have done. Oh, goodness me, what a disaster for Hosseini. He's just gifted a goal to Paraguay. They were 1-0 down, and now they're 2-1 up. And it's Caballo. Oh, joy on the bench for Guga. What a terrible mistake by Hosseini. What was he doing? There was no pace in that back pass at all. It got stuck in the sand. Abdullahi tried to retrieve the situation. He couldn't. And, well, joy for Caballo. Well, 1-0 down with Paraguay. Now they're 2-1 up. Just 14 seconds left in the first period. Is that a corner? No, it isn't. Akbari wanted one. In fact, it is. The referee on that far side wasn't interested at all, but the referee on this near side obviously saw a deflection. So 10 seconds remaining, and a corner to Iran. Can they draw level? Header over the top from Akbari. Here we are then, the end of the first 12 minutes of action.
Ladies and gentlemen, last night, PARAGUAY proudly presents sponsor of the Intercontinental Beach Soccer Festival.
Iran 1, Paraguay 2 then at the end of the first period. So there's going to be a special presentation now between periods. Secretary General of the Dubai Sports Council, Saeed Harab, is going to join with a representative of Huawei. A special presentation of a mobile phone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Huawei as a brand, we're so excited to be here to celebrate the World Cup game tonight. And I would like to deliver a special thanks to the Dubai Sport Council and the Beach Soccer Worldwide. You are the person to make this remarkable evening for everyone. And also, I would like to take this opportunity to deliver our special appreciation to His High Excellency. He is the person to bring all the spirit together and let us enjoy the great moment. Hereby, Huawei would like to present the first ever Huawei Mate 10 Pro in Middle East and Africa to His Excellency. Please.
Thank you, sir. First, I would like to thank all the bands here today and welcome back. And also, I would like to thank all the teams, and definitely with a new venue and a new partner, Huawei. So thank you again.
So a special presentation of Huawei mobile phone from the new sponsors to Dubai Sports Council.
To Mr. Chao Jan, President of Huawei Consumer Business Group for Middle East and Africa.
New sponsors, new venue, the same excellent tournament here in Dubai. Now the Huawei Beach Soccer Intercontinental Cup. First edition with the new sponsors. 7th edition of this tournament in total. And there's that new phone. That's lovely to see as well. Syed Harab of Dubai Sports Council, of course, over many years working with Guga, Gustavo Zlokovic, as UAE coach, and so appreciation between the two men. As Guga's back now as coach of Paraguay, of course, and Paraguay are rather reigning on Iran's parade, the 2013 champions at the moment, aren't they? Tournament debutants, and well, they're making a very big impression here. Iran, well, they've got it all to do now, haven't they? Paraguay 2-1 up after the first 12 minutes of this final match of the day. going to be Iran in the white strip. We'll be getting us underway in period number 2, playing from right to left on your screens. And a deflected shot from Bulak Bashi goes behind for a corner, so Iran straight away on the offensive. Kayani tries to sweep the ball goalwards. Easy enough for Gonzalez to gather that one. Oh, a volley off the post. Rollon it was. And Hosseini was beaten, but the upright saved him. And indeed, it saved Iran. So Paraguay again giving notice of what they're capable of. Keeping it tight. Almost playing Iran at their own game, you might say. Iran have never been particularly prolific scorers here in this tournament. When they won the event in 2013, over the course of 5 matches, they only scored 19 goals. Following year, 2014, they only scored 12. In 2015, they got 15. And last year, 23, which is the most ever. But at the other end, they don't really concede very many. 2013, they only conceded 17 when they won the tournament. Again, over 5 matches. In 2014, they conceded only 12 in finishing 4th. 2015, when they were 3rd, they conceded only 15. And 2016, when they were runners-up, they conceded 18. Might seem like a lot, but in beach soccer terms, it certainly isn't. Bearing in mind, on average, you get 8 goals a game in a match of beach soccer. Bulak Bashi trying to find space for a shot. Released back to his keeper by Villaverde. Swept across the face of goal by Mohamed Ali Mokhtari. He got 5 goals this year in the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals. Only Ahmed Zada got more for Iran. Oh, penalty! Penalty! Contact as a player was attempting the overhead. It's Mustafa Kayani who's been penalised. That has to be a penalty. It's inside the area. There you can see the contact quite clearly. Once a player is in control of the ball and sets himself for an overhead, the defender isn't allowed to come into contact with the attacker. Clearly that took place on that occasion. Mustafa Kayani was the guilty man. And now Carlos Caballo has the opportunity to extend Paraguay's advantage further. So from 9 metres out, penalty for Paraguay. Iranian fans banging their drums, trying to put Caballo off. Will they succeed? Caballo against Hosseini. Deep breath for the Paraguay number 8. Oh, it's saved! Oh, what an opportunity gone begging for Paraguay. Payman Hosseini, well, he was at fault for Paraguay's second goal just before the end of the first period. But he saved his side there. That's a terrific stop. Well, frustration for Caballo. He can't believe he missed that opportunity. Looked to me, though, as though he gave a hint to Hosseini as to where he was going to put that ball. He went low, he went to try and get the ball to bobble over the diving goalkeeper, and that swept just wide at the other end. But that really was a good stop, because Hosseini was diving, and then he still managed to get his right arm up to stop the ball as it was kicking over his body. That's why Hosseini is regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in the world in beach soccer. Caballo again. Can he make amends? Goes for the overhead. This time it's blocked by the back of Abdullahi. Well, the drama continues here at Marassi Business Bay. The Huawei Beach Soccer Intercontinental Cup 2017. Delivering for the fans, producing some tremendous action. 35 goals already today. More to come, I'm sure. 8 minutes to go in this second period. That's good defensive work. Very solid at the back from Jesus Rolon. And again, hooking the ball clear. Captain's armband for him this evening. Look, a very well drilled outfit, Paraguay. Guga's got them well schooled. And they're working extremely hard for each other. Now, the question I'm going to ask is, can Iran retain their cool in this sort of situation? They have been known in the past to mix it, shall we say. Very aggressive. They're a very capable beach soccer side, one of the best in the world, as befits a team that's just off the back of finishing third in the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals. Rolon opts to kick the ball in, which you're allowed to do in beach soccer.
Okay, coming up next after this, during break time, we're going to play the game called the Disney Shootout.
They are also capable, Iran, though, of playing with a great degree of physicality. Muslim Messigar was sent off in the final last year. Mohamed Ali Mokhtari was sent off the year before that against Egypt. Good save. Excellent stop by Gonzalez, coming out to smother the attempt from Messigar. Amir Akbari was sent off in 2014. That was against Russia in the semi-final. So they've had one sending off in each of the 3 previous editions of this tournament. Ball not going out of the penalty area there from Hosseini to Akbari. Abdullahi on the near side, below our commentary position. Ahmed Zadai wins the corner. Ball came last off Gustavo Benitez. The referee saying, wait for my whistle before you take the corner, please. Abdullahi back to Hosseini. Just over 4 minutes to go in this second period. Ahmed Zadai, oh, he was unlucky there. He was setting himself for a shot and the ball just got stuck in the sand. That can happen. Now what's going to happen here? Free kick for Iran. Abdullahi, the man brought down. Hader was the man responsible for that foul. Frustration on the sidelines for Marco Octavio. But a free kick for Iran all the same. about 20 metres from goal. Abdullahi up against Gonzalez. We went for power. It's one of the two favoured options by players when they have a free kick from distance. They either go for heightened power, look for the top corner, or they keep their shots low, try to get the ball to bobble over the uneven surface. That can be an absolute nightmare for goalkeepers. If you're going to go high and for power, like Abdullahi just did, you've got to be accurate, and he wasn't on that occasion. That'll be a corner to Paraguay. Corner won by Bonifacio Arau. Oh, it's just over the head of him. He would have had an absolute open goal if the ball had just been a metre lower. It wasn't. Messigar. Ahmed Zadai, lovely turn from him. Looking to finish with the outside of his right foot. Didn't quite manage it. The Iranian fans clapping, banging drums, making as much noise as they can. You can see the drum majors at the top of your screen there. And that's a good tackle from Akbari, and a crucial tackle too. He's got sand in the face because of it, but he denied a real goal-scoring opportunity there. Benitez shepherds the ball back to his keeper, despite the attentions of Messigar. Oh, it's in from distance. Akbari, absolutely nothing on, it seemed. He caught Gonzalez out. Akbari looks to the heavens and says thank you very much. It was a lunging challenge really from Akbari. I'm sure in his heart of hearts he would admit that wasn't a shot, but Gonzalez was out of position. He's frustrated. Oh, is he angry? And all of a sudden Iran are back in it. It was a clearance really, wasn't it? But it was an accurate clearance. Look at that, he wasn't even looking at the goal, just swept it in that general direction. And Gonzalez, wow, out of position. And joy for Marco Octavio. Akbari, he got 3 goals in this tournament 12 months ago, and he's on the score sheet again now. All locked up at 2 apiece. That's Iran for you. You just can't count them out. You always find a way. That was the most unorthodox way, you'd have to say, from Akbari. Gonzalez cursing himself, just being out of position. Paraguay, though, could still be in the lead. That's a good save from Hosseini, beating away that effort from Ojeda. Of course, they've missed a penalty, have Paraguay. Let's remember that. Well, just under 2 minutes to go in this second period, and you simply wouldn't like to call a winner here. I certainly wouldn't anyway. Oh, a mistake. Mistake at the back by Ojeda. Very nearly taking advantage was Mohamed Ali Mokhtari. Ahmed Zadai turns away from trouble, still going past 2 players. Oh, good stop. Oh, super save from Gonzalez. That was hit with real power and ferocity. Ahmed Zadai very nearly giving Iran the lead, and then Hosseini to his opposite number. Gonzalez gathers. Corner to Paraguay. Villaverde will take it. Players going down all over the pitch. Oh, is that a penalty? No, it isn't. It was Caballo who went down, and I think he rather fancied that as part of the afters, Mustafa Kayani stamped on him. But on we go. thing's for certain. If you're going to beat Iran, you have to match them not only in terms of skill but also physicality. Paraguay have done that pretty well so far. Oh, but Iran are in front. Mohamed Ali Mokhtari, how did the ball come through to him? It did. And goal poacher that he is, he found the back of the net. They were 2-1 down. It could have been 3-1 if that penalty by Caballo had been converted. But now Iran are 3-2 up. The hopeful ball, but somehow it found its way through to Mokhtari. He was between two defenders, got the better of both. And joy on the sidelines once again for Marco Octavio. That's how quickly things can turn round in beach soccer. Mohamed Ali Mokhtari only got one goal in this tournament 12 months ago, but he's matched that tally already in just the first game of 5 for his side. And that's the end of period number 2, and that'll be an absolute sickener as far as Paraguay are concerned. A couple of minutes ago, they were 2-1 up. In fact, they could have been 3-1 up had that penalty not been missed by Caballo when Hosseini made a terrific save. But then Akbari and Mokhtari getting goals for Iran to add to one by Ahmedzadeh. Paraguay's goals are Header and Caballo. And it's Iran 3, Paraguay 2 with 1 period remaining.
Okay, 4 players, please go in. All right. Okay.
Let's have a look at some highlights.
What's your name? And you?
Just the 2 goals in that second period, but it was by no means a dull affair, you'd have to say.
Please choose one. So this game's called, this is the
How
penalty
crucial will
shootout.
this incident be in the final analysis? Caballo, he was fouled by Akbari, got up, took the penalty and missed it. Good save by Hosseini. Could have been 3-1, but as it was, Paraguay far from leading and now behind. There's Akbari's equaliser, a speculative effort from distance. Good save on the follow-up from Gonzalez. And then here's the goal that separates the teams. Mokhtari. 3-2 to Iran.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Run, kick! Oh, my man, what happened to you? Hey, I told you to pin, don't eat this jam. You okay? You got a free ball. You okay, my man? I'll take the Montreal, Canada. Appreciate it. Congratulations, you're taking over this ball. Hey, not too easy, come on. What do you want to tell all the fans? All right, we got the president right there, Mr. Joao Cusco. Is at the state hired. What do you want to tell those 3 handsome men right now?
Thank you, Brazil! Come to see our show, like Bill!
Hey, you're home! Yalla. All right, thank you. Third period. All right. Can I have a phone too? I'm just kidding. Thank you. All right. Woo! All right. What's up, straight up?
So getting ready for the 3rd and final period.
Just busy talking.
of this match, the fourth and final match of the day on day one of the Huawei Beach Soccer Intercontinental Cup, and very nearly a goal straight from the restart. That's a corner headed off the line by Villaverde. Iran 3-2 up, 2013 champions, up against tournament debutants Paraguay, who are giving a very good account of themselves. Quarter-finalists in this year's FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals, without one of their top players, Pedro Moran, for personal reasons. Still, Paraguay proved very testing opponents thus far for the Asian champions. They should at least be level as well, having missed a penalty. Had it saved by Payman Hosseini. There's Akbari, you saw briefly, one of the goal scorers for Iran from distance. Your fans continuing to make lots of noise. Corner for Paraguay towards the back post. It's just a little bit too high for Benitez, who felt he was trodden on by Abdullahi. Akbari with the attempted clearance. Abdullahi goes down under challenge from Barreto. Barreto not too impressed with the way Abdullahi went down, but it's a free kick all the same. I don't think if Barreto sees the replay there, he can have too many complaints. That wouldn't have been particularly pleasant for Akbari. Sorry, Abdullahi, because he not only was fouled, but he actually landed on the ball as well. Ow. So free kick to Iran, just inside the Iranian half, so the players are allowed to be goal side of the ball, but they must fan out in that cone between the ball and the opposite corner flags. Hassan Abdullahi, 3 goals in the World Cup qualifier earlier this year in Malaysia. 33 years of age, vastly experienced. Up he steps and just blasts that one over the top. The other end, Payman Hosseini makes the save, and Abdullahi gets the clearance in. It's beach soccer for you, end-to-end stuff. Hooked clear then by Ali Nazim. Necessary physical contact there between Hosseini and Villaverde. Hosseini's been in the wars before in this tournament. Seen him struggle with a groin injury, if memory serves me correct. Reserve keeper for Iran, Hamid Bezadpour, took over as number 2 keeper from Mohamed Hajipur, who was in Iran's squad for the 2013 FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup finals. The whistle's gone again. It's all getting a bit fractious at the moment, isn't it? But it's going to be a free quick kick for Paraguay here. This is why. Judged to have hit the arm. Ali Nazim, the man who committed that offence in the eyes of the officials. So the free kick is just fractionally inside the Iranian half, and what that means is all the players have to be behind the ball, apart from that man there, Payman Hosseini. Gustavo Benitez will take the free kick. Years of age. He's been playing beach soccer for his country for almost 10 years now, and he's dragged that shot just wide of the target. Haven't seen too many free kicks scored today, have we? I can certainly think of one by Bruno Xavier, and Also Jordan Santos, but other than that, good save at his near post by Gonzalez. Messigar with the corner. Rather wild attempt, it has to be said. On this near side, Villaverde back to his keeper Gonzalez. All the skill required for that. And he was exceptional. Just slicing off the outside of his foot from Barreto, but still a volley with the ball coming over your shoulder. That really is a skill that you have to master in beach soccer. And now Caballo is penalised for backing into Hosseini. Hosseini wants some treatment. Well, something and nothing there really, wasn't it? Maybe he just landed awkwardly, but we couldn't see an awful lot wrong with the challenge looking at that replay. There's a school of thought, of course, that goalkeepers get plenty of leeway in that regard these days. It's quite a warm evening here in Dubai. There's barely a breath of wind. Just seen some shots of the players with their shirts absolutely sticking to them. Quite humid this evening. This is actually only the second time in the 7 editions of the Beach Soccer Intercontinental Cup that the tournament started in October. The only other occasion when it did so was edition number 2, Dubai Festival City in 2012, where the tournament started on the 30th of October. That's the earliest it's ever been. The latest it's ever been was the first edition. That was in 2011 when we got underway on the 22nd of November. First match of the day starts at 4:15, so really intense heat of the day has gone by then. It's still pretty warm. Rollon, good ball juggling from him, and that's off the back of Ali Nazim. It'll be a Paraguay ball. Corner. Wait for the whistle, says the match official on this near side. In fact, it's a throw-in. Headed clear by Abdullahi. Oh, that was a thumping shot from Gonzalez. And it was Abdullahi again who made the telling contribution to stop that ball heading goalwards. Just about 7.5 minutes to go then. It'll be a Paraguay ball. Villaverde with the corner to the back post, just about kept in play by Rollon. And at the other end, good work from Gonzalez, off his line quickly to deny Ahmed Zadai. A reminder that we do it all again tomorrow, starting at 4:15 local time. That's 12:15 GMT. 4 more matches for you, starting off with the hosts, the UAE, against Egypt. 2 sides coming off the back of defeats today, and they really will need a victory tomorrow to maintain their chances of progression to the semi-finals, you would suggest. Then we've got Brazil, who was so impressive in today's opening match when they won 11-3 against Egypt. They're up against Portugal. What a tasty encounter that one is. It's one to look forward to. It's a free kick for Paraguay. Clumsy challenge from Ahmed Zadai. I think there was probably a genuine attempt to go for the ball. It was at an awkward height. So Brazil against Portugal is the second match tomorrow. That really is one to look forward to. Then Paraguay, been so impressive here this evening, up against Russia. Another one has all the makings of something very tasty. And then we round off proceedings with Mexico against Iran. Mexico were disappointing against Russia today, losing 6-2. Rollon with the shot. Well smothered by Hosseini, and a good punch from Gonzalez. Akbari trying to sweep the ball goalwards. Well, he's won a corner. That'll be an Iranian ball. Last contact was off Barreto. Just under 6 minutes to go. Another illustration of how skillful Hosseini is with the ball at his feet and indeed on his chest. Risky back pass from Ali Nazim. In the end, it succeeds, and that'll be a corner to Iran. 3 days of group matches, followed by semi-finals, and indeed teams playing for the minor places as well. The final actually takes place on Saturday, 4th of November. Akbari again, telling contribution from him at the back. Caballo, I'm sure that penalty miss will be eating away at him. Not at this very moment, but particularly if Paraguay lose this match, it'll be something that will occupy his thoughts as he tucks himself in this evening. Hosseini goes down again. Caballo not happy that the officials missed what he felt was a foul. Ojeda dispossessed on that far side and then wins the ball back, does well. But Ali Nazim is still up there. In the end, he's ruled out by Gonzalez. A frantic feel to the match at the moment. Oh, the overhead from Caballo just off target. That'll disappoint him. He probably feels he should have done better. He was convinced it was a corner as well. It wasn't given, and a shot from distance from Akbari just kicks over the top, much to the relief of Gonzalez. Pushed over the top of his own bar by Hosseini. Goalkeeper to goalkeeper on that occasion. Attempt from Gonzalez wasn't a million miles away, was it? Oh, at the near post, good save, Hosseini, in the right place at the right time. The diving header came in. And now at the other end, with a player down, Iran score. Benitez was down, but the match continued. The referees allowed play to carry on. Iran took full advantage. Swept home by Muslim Messigar. And Iran now have a 2-goal cushion. Just over 3 minutes to go. There's that curtains for Paraguay. Benitez absolutely furious that the match wasn't stopped. He's coming to this near side to remonstrate. His face is caked in sand sticking to it. He's covered in sweat. That was Messigar's emphatic finish into the corner. No chance at all for Gonzalez. And with that strike, has Paraguay's opportunity gone begging? I wonder if it has. Real venom and frustration in that shot from Caballo. Iran certainly haven't been at their best in this match, but they've been at their effective best, if you like, getting the job done. That's how it appears at the moment. Ahmedzadeh goes down under challenge, demands a card be shown by the referee. Benitez was the man who made that challenge. Always hate to see players asking for yellow and red cards like that. Let the referee referee the match and you play the match. That should be the maxim, really. Anyway, Ahmedzadeh's got his free kick. Free kick is just inside the Iranian half. About 20 metres out, fairly central. Ahmedzadeh against Gonzalez. Good strike, good goal. Oh, yes. Sweet as you like that one. With the outside of the right foot. It was always just fading away from the goalkeeper. Ahmedzadeh, he really is the real deal. Year after year he delivers for his side. Look at that, just with the outside of his right foot. And despite Gonzalez's dive, it was a forlorn dive. It really was, because that ball, as I say, was just fading away from the goalkeeper. Almost like a golfing slice, you might say. You just saw Marco Octavio running around in the technical area, very excited, because I think he probably feels that that goal seals the match as far as Iran are concerned. With 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining, it's a big ask for Paraguay to pull back from 3 goals down. They'll keep going though, you can be sure of that. Peyman Hosseini fists the ball away. Messigar battling with 2 Paraguay players. One of them is Cantero, Sixto Cantero, who comes away with the ball, and in fact he'll get a free kick. And again, it's becoming a little bit fractious, isn't it? Iran always happy to mix it. Kulakbashi and Mokhtari getting ready to come on. Still arguing, Ahmedzadeh. It's not going to do him any good. I suppose he's got the right to speak to the match official, given he's the captain, but he should probably save his breath. Free kick then for Paraguay, and you rather fancy that needed to go in to give them any sort of opportunity at all. Edgar Barreto, and it was well over the top. There's 2 minutes remaining. It looks as though it's going to be a frustrating evening for Paraguay and a joyous one for Iran and their supporters. Goodness me, how this match has turned. Could have been 3-1 to Paraguay when Caballo had that penalty in the second period. He had it saved by Hosseini, and since then Iran have scored 4 unanswered goals. Balled out of play by Hosseini. Once the goalkeeper has control of the ball, he has to get rid of it within 4 seconds. So sometimes you see goalkeepers just hurling the ball down the pitch for no apparent reason like that. That's well gathered by Hosseini. The mistake he made for Paraguay's second goal, long since forgotten. Paraguay led, remember, at the end of the first period. Seems a long time ago now, that, doesn't it? And that's a foul. Mokhtari is guilty of pulling back Cantero. You can see just grabbing at his shirt and acknowledging the match official made the right decision. Jumped over the top by Cantero. Clock winding down then, less than 40 seconds to go. 39 goals so far today. Great entertainment on this opening day of 5 in the PARAGUAY Beach Soccer Intercontinental Cup 2017, 7th edition of this tournament. New venue, Marassi Business Bay. And it's certainly played host to some terrific beach soccer this evening. Free kick to Paraguay, taken short. Barreto. Is there a consolation goal here for Paraguay, I wonder? Or is there another goal for Iran? Was Bulak Bashi pulled down? No, said the officials, but they then felt that he committed a foul. They're just tripping Cantero. Yes, you can just see caught the left leg of Cantero as he tried to burst forward. Always animated on the sidelines, Marco Octavio. I think he'll be reasonably content with his side's performance. Into the last 10 seconds then. And there we are, Iran, the 2013 champions.